In this Quadbeam Technologies training video, we're going to show how to do a basic setup for milk fat concentration monitoring. Accuracy of the samples is critical. The Quadbeam provides a relative measurement that's incredibly repeatable, so incorrect data in means incorrect data out. The probe signal value is the raw data value from the sensor. We have to linearize that. So to do that, we move to channels, pick the channel, in this case channel 1, move to units and ensure that that's percentage, as that's the value that we're wanting to use as a measurement value. The range in this case needs to be 99.99, as we want 2 decimal points. Move to setup curve A. We've got 5 points. Any less would not be acceptable for this type of application. 5 will give good accuracy. Move to point 1, press auto, then input the concentration of the first sample. In this case it's 2.9%. Our target value is 3.3%, so we've picked 2 points above and 2 below the 3.3. Stir the sample, place the sensor as centrally as you can, and push enter. You'll see that the sensor is detecting the probe signals, and the system is applying that to the 2.9%. Once the sampling is complete, remove the sensor, give it a good clean and dry. You don't want cross-contamination between the different samples. Ensure the sample's stirred, not overstirred. Bubbles will contaminate the reading. And then move through the same process again. Move to point 2. Input the value of the second sample. Then press enter. Again, it will apply that probe signal value to the value of the concentration that you've got in that sample. Little tricks: ensure that the temperature across the range of the samples is the same. Make sure it's all stable. Progress through the samples until all are complete. If you're preparing samples from one known concentration by diluting or adding fat, use skim for the dilution, not water. This setup is going to provide a good base linearization. It's likely you'll need to do some fine tuning once installed, as the reflection of the pipe is going to be different from the cups that you've used during the setup process. Simply take a sample from the line, at the same time reading the output from the Quadbeam. You can adjust the zero and span through the calibration section of the menu. This is different to the channel setup that we're using at the moment. Once you've completed all 5 points, do a cross-check to make sure that they're very close. If you do find a difference, it's likely that something's gone a little awry with your setup. Possibly the accuracy of your samples is not quite what it could have been, or you may have some temperature variance or bubbles, or the stirring's not been quite as good as you thought it might have been. Again, the sensor is very, very repeatable. The system's very repeatable, and if you get some strange values, chances are there's some strange inputs. You can see here that this one's worked reasonably well, with our targets getting very, very close to what they should be.